Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here's Cannon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Rosen on 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit. Gone.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42.
Gun.
Here's Ryan. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
4 down. Check. I got it. Detroit! Over!
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
This is taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Freeman with a fast feed. Gets through and now an opening. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Ryan. And this is Hurts with it, right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On second down, Ryan. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They get it to him running left. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They come out here in the eye. On the keeper, here's Ryan. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Ryan with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And this one is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. On 3rd down, Ryan. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Now the pitch to Freeman. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On second down, Rosen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Mike, check, 59. Watch him now, Barney. Hot.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back him up 5. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit. Hot.
Again, it's Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 57 yards. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. Rosen to throw again. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Third and goal. Rosen under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is indeed good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. He finds an opening past the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, Ryan. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On second down, Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And the Steelers on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
21. Ready, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now Rosen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
12.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Ravens will take over at their own 20-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan, his throw caught at about the 5. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Devontae Freeman, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Point after, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. Bust through the tackle. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Devontae Freeman. A 5-yard touchdown run. And this Steelers offense is running away with this one. And it's up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10, it's Rosen again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Ryan. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. The offense on third down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Freeman again. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Then on the ground they go with a running back. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now it's Rosen throwing right, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Gone! Detroit!
And now it's Rosen looking. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. Oh, another great move. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
To throw on 2nd down. Ryan looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. A good pickup there of 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Now that's the kind of run that fires up an entire team. Tackled at the 2-yard line. For the defensive guys, a little bit of a sigh of relief, though, that they stopped him short of the goal line. Now they got to figure out how to shore up the rest of the defense. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, they'll run with Freeman. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He's going to go up top again. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey. Blue 80, black 25. Ready to go.
Play action. Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
No, check. Patriot! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Let's go, B.
Now they try the right side here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A first carry for Samaje Perine, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll run it here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, you know, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Freeman twisting away, and now running right through it. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
21. Ready, Blue 80. Tuesday. Check 13. Check 13. Let's go.
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cannon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's Johnson looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. Ready, blue 80, black 25. Check hot, bro. Hot. Under 10, 10.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready, back 25. I got one.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed.
Following a fumble recovery, it's Rosen, escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Rosen on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Oh, look at the juke. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Franchise.